Hi there everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to reskin a prefab weapon from Toly's combat system. So first thing what we're going to want to find is the main body here. So I've already opened up a little bit, but this is the part you're looking for if you're going to be changing the actual mesh of the weapon. So this one here is called main body mesh. If we click that, it's going to take us here. So I'm going to go on ahead and find what the name is of one of my other weapons. So let's say I'll go to my folder here. Let's say I want to turn this into a sniper. I'm going to need this mesh here. Okay, so now that I have it locked in, we're going to grab this guy here. Should be able to just drag and drop it into here. There we go. You may notice it kind of got a little bit bigger. Its scale changed to 100, 100, 100 for some odd reason. So let's fix that. We do that. Now you can see it's working. You may notice though, there's some random parts here and it looks a little weird. We gotta do a little bit of fixing here. So first of all, considering what we know what the last one looked like, we're gonna do about here. About the same proportions as much as you can. We're going to quickly unpack this prefab here. Now let's get rid of these parts that we no longer want. We don't need the magazine. We don't need the trigger. We don't need the grip. It's empty. I'm not really sure what it's used for, so we'll get rid of that too. We'll get rid of this. We can just rename this to sniper. We're just going to call it a sniper. It's all good. Anyways, you may have noticed that the material is still using the same shader as the last one, so you can go on ahead and use whatever material that comes with your pack. In this case, I just gotta find the right one. I know it's what's the right one, so that works out. All right, next up, let's get our gizmos on here. We're gonna want to change the positions on this thing. First, the exact grip. This is the exact grip at the moment. We're gonna move this over, maybe a bit over. Actually, I think I'd be more happy with it being right here. Now we gotta make sure it's aligned. You see it's not fully aligned, so right about here, maybe. Perfect. Next up, we'll be finding its firing position. Should be right here. This one's already pretty close to what we need it to be, so we'll just move this over a bit. In this case, this one has 2 barrels. It doesn't really matter where, as long as it's accurate to where you're shooting. So in this case, I'll just put it here because I think this will be most accurate with line of sight. It's important to look at multiple different angles, otherwise you may mess this up. This seems pretty accurate, so I'll leave it like that. Okay, now considering that this weapon is not animated, it's going to try to run the same animations that were on the last gun, so we need to change that. So for starters, we're going to have to unpack some of this stuff here. We're going to take our ammo counter and just take that away. Take this up here too. Close that. First, we're going to delete this guy here, as we have no need for it anymore. This we have no need for anymore either. Rotation point, I don't believe we're really using it, so we're just going to get rid of that too. The sphere here, I'll get rid of that too. So we're not doing two-handed weapon, we're just doing a single here. So we'll go ahead and rename this. Perfect. Now there's still a few more things we need to remove here. The first one's going to be the animator, so this is no longer animated. We're going to change our box collider to fit the proportions of our weapon, or whoever way you want to do it. That should be okay. I'll make this a tad bit taller. That's all right. See, it still has everything perfectly fine there. Now we're going to want to modify the script so it actually behaves like a sniper. So first of all, I'm going to make sure this has its proper pickup. Considering this is a sniper, let's change this. Change pellet count to 1. We'll change the automatic to be off. We'll change our max distance to be higher. We'll change our raycast damage to be significantly higher. Okay. We're gonna get rid of our animator. We're gonna get rid of this. Our fire rate should be higher. So let's do like 0.6. That should be okay. Get rid of the missing particle system. Okay. I'll find our clips here. We no longer need any of these. If you want to know more detail on how you should be doing things in terms of like way more precision, and if you want to like really customize your stuff, check out my other video. I go through like step by step how to dissect the original prefab of this weapon and bring it over to a completely different weapon. And during that video, I go over stuff like the audio clips and particle effects, all sorts of things. But for the sake of this one, I'm going to keep it simple. So just leave it like that. Make sure you don't change the size of the clips here, otherwise it'll break the script. Just keep that in mind, please. We're going to change our ammo count to, let's say, 3. Fire velocity is only for rigid body projectiles. Since we're not using that, there's no need to change it. Now, we gotta make sure we have everything correct here. The grip should already be at its proper state. It's just a simple matter of testing it. We also need to move our ammo count. Firstly, where I would have it. A bit closer. That should be okay. I'm gonna do a quick test, see if this is working now. All right, after coming back from my test, I determined that we need to move the audio source into the script because for whatever reason, it's not already in there. So to do that, we're gonna go down into this section here and we're gonna see audio, none audio source. We need to change that. We're gonna drag and drop the audio source here into here, and that will be set. Now I'll go head back into the test. All right, here we go. As you can see, it's behaving quite well. And there you go. That's what you have to do in order to reskin your weapon. If you want to make any other customizations to it, I recommend you check out my other video. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. Bye-bye.